nights when the wind grows still, you can hear it again. Not a sound, more like a thought hanging among the trees. A whisper. It doesn't come from a mouth. It comes from the obelisks.
3 lights above the wilderness.
Older than the world itself, and yet winking in the new each night. They say they don't call to just anyone, only those who don't just want to survive, those who stay when others leave. BoBo heard this whisper first. She stood in the dust, her hands empty, her heart heavy with a world that knew only struggle. But when the sky began to breathe green, red, and blue, she didn't see danger. She saw possibilities. Where others saw only stone, BoBo already saw halls. Where others saw only wood, she saw doors that would one day signify homecoming. She didn't just erect walls, she set signs, as if she were writing runes on the landscape, so everyone would know. Here is a place that won't forget you. And so the first of the silent laws was born. A home isn't built, it is summoned. But every summoning comes at a price. For a world that breathes also falters. The Ark is not a tranquil land. It lurches, it breaks, it changes. Sometimes without warning, sometimes like a storm of numbers, updates and shadows. And that's precisely when BoBo emerged from the darkness. He isn't recognized by a crown, not by armor. BoBo wears no trophies in the light. He wears stability in the unseen. He sees what others don't. The fine cracks in the fabric, the flickering lines behind reality, the places where a world decides whether it stays or falls. When the obelisks hiss, when the air briefly smells of error, when everything seems for a moment as if ARK is forgetting its own name, then BoBo is there, not loud, not dramatic, just that calm that says, not yet, not today. And sometimes, very rarely, the screen glows in his face like an artifact, and he murmurs words that sound like magic. Restart. Fix. Done. Then the world holds again. That's how they became a couple rarely seen in the chronicles. BoBo the builder who transformed wilderness into home. BoBo the guardian who holds the world together when it tries to fall apart. And with him came the community. People who elsewhere would have just been players became residents here, homecomers. To voices around the campfire that don't ask how strong are you, but rather, are you back? Some call it a clan, others call it a server, but the old-timers just smile and say, it's a circle. A circle of stories, of blueprints, of lost dinosaurs and rediscovered courage, of nights when you should have been offline long ago, and yet you stay. Because the ARK-o-Holics aren't addicted to alcohol. They're bound to something older, to the glow of the obelisks, to the feeling that this world, as harsh as it is, belongs to them. And every year when the air softens, when even the most dangerous paths briefly seem friendly, the time comes when the Ark doesn't roar, but smiles. The time of hearts. Then lovebirds flit through the trees like omens. Love bugs leave behind little signs that no one can explain. And somewhere between light and shadow it seems as if the world is saying, remember why you stayed. BoBo then adorns the homeland as if completing a ritual. BoBo watches in the background as if renewing a seal. And when all is still, when only the obelisks hum, everyone who belongs knows. This is more than a game. It is a place that grows because two people sustain it. BoBo who makes a home out of the wilderness. BoBo who saves the world when it falls. And somewhere in the glow of the obelisks, the Ark continues to whisper its name.